When I was in my early 20s, I wish I had somebody to give me the same information that I'm about to give you. Your early 20s is the most impressionable time of your 20s, you guys. This is the time for you to build your foundation, figure out what it is that you want to do in the direction that you want to take, okay? I'm about to give you guys tips that I wish I had knew in my early 20s that would have helped put me in a better position and made me more successful than I already am. If you're interested in that, you're interested in curating your life, make sure you subscribe, get you a pen and paper, get you a little something to drink, and let's have a combo, sis. What's up, besties, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am a travel and a lifestyle influencer. Go ahead and check out the channel, subscribe for the good vibes, because it is simply a vibe over here. Girl's about to be 28, so I feel like, you know, I have a little bit of experience to share to my girls out there who are in their early 20s and they trying to figure out what the fuck life has to offer. Getting into lesson number 1, no one is coming to save you. This is a large lesson that I had to learn, you guys. This lesson right here was hard for me to kind of get into my brain, just because think about it this way. High school, you have a lot of help. High school, middle school, college even, you have a lot of help. You have people who are there to help assist you. You can go to the library and get tutor assistants. You can go somewhere and get somebody to do your resume for you. You can go over here and they have internships just ready for you to apply to. When you get into real life, you don't have that assistance. If you want anything, if you want information on anything, if you want any type of something, need any type of something, baby, it is on you. It is all on you. But it's one of those things that's a reality check where you have to realize everything that you want in life, you gotta go get it. Everything that you need, anything, whatever, it's up to you to get it. You just gotta hustle. You gotta grind, okay? I know we're in the soft girl era. I feel like you could do a balance between soft girl and hustler. And I feel like that's where I am in life right now. It's like, realistically, for the things that I have to do, I have to make moves. I have to do what I gotta do to get to the point in the place that I wanna be so I can live soft girl life in my 30s, 40s, 50s. And so I ain't gotta work until I'm 70 years old like they telling us on the internet. Get it. You gotta go out there and get it, because baby girl, nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to help you. Lesson number 2 is do what you love, but be strategic about it. It is nothing wrong with doing what you love to do as your career, as what you do for the rest of your life. I highly recommend it. Like me being older now, girl, I wish I would have directly gone and did what I wanted to do and directly gone and tried to, you know, do what it is that I actually love. Because I know firsthand right now, being in a position, being in a job where you're like, child,
I hate it here.
Like if you gotta sigh every morning before you go to work, if every morning before you go to work you feel like you want to jump off the nearest cliff, that's a sign you doing something that you don't like. I'm a believer, again, that you should do what you love, but do it strategically. I see a lot of people nowadays that are going head first into everything. Like they're like, forget my job, I don't need no job, I'm just gonna go ahead and be a full-time streamer, I'm gonna be a full-time YouTuber, I'm gonna be a full-time musician, without having necessarily the resources or anything to fall back on. If you're not a rich person, you're not a nepo baby or anything where it's like mama and daddy is gonna support you in doing that fully, I don't recommend doing that. Be strategic. Utilize your resources that you have right now. Yeah, you might not like the job that you have right now, but if you turn the way you look at that job into, I can tolerate this job because guess what? That paycheck is able to afford me a streaming kit. It's able to afford me the new camera that I want. It's able to afford me this little influencer trip or going to this con or whatever. That type of stuff right there is what's going to help you. Be strategic. You might not like it right now, but baby, let me tell you, that paycheck is helping you get to where you want to go. That paycheck is helping you pay for auditions. That paycheck is helping you pay for them certifications so you can get a higher education. Okay? Utilize the resources you have now to fuel what it is that you genuinely like to do, until what you genuinely like to do can fuel 100% of your life. And that kind of leads me into lesson number 3, which is don't put all your eggs into one basket. Please, y'all, do not rely on one thing solely. Okay? Life be lifing. I don't know if y'all know yet, or you experienced it yet. Life be life, and one day everything is perfectly fine, everything is rainbows and Skittles. The next day your car broke down and now you need $15,000 to $3,000 for a new engine.
Gotcha, bitch.
Okay? Life will hit you like a ton of bricks, and it will hit you like a ton of bricks in 2.5 seconds. Please do not put all your eggs into one basket. You may think to yourself, I'm good right now, I gotta worry about this, da-da-da-da. Then the next second something happens. Life is so unpredictable that by putting all your eggs into one basket, the moment that basket falls apart, you are screwed. Do not screw yourself over, okay? Make sure that you spread things out. Make sure that you have multiple plans. Don't have one plan, have 3 plans, okay? Just in case something happens, you have this backup, you have that backup. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You're gonna set yourself up. Number 4, and this is something I'm so happy to see the girlies doing on YouTube. I'm just so happy to see this more so as a movement now, is healthy lifestyle. When I tell you healthy lifestyle, in my opinion, equals healthy mindset, it truly does. I gained a lot of weight over the past couple of years, and I lost a lot of weight during the pandemic. I can literally tell the difference physically, mentally, emotionally now in comparison to when I was way smaller. Healthy lifestyle is so underrated. I feel like when it comes to life processes and life routines, it helps so much. When I was smaller, when I was healthier, and when I was feeling good, my mentality was where it needed to be. My motivation, my energy, I was pumping out videos. I was putting up 2-3 videos a day. Okay, that's what got me to 1,000 followers, was by me living a healthy lifestyle, because mentally I was good. Mentally I felt good. Mentally and emotionally and physically I could do what I needed to do. People underestimate how a healthy lifestyle affects every single thing else in your life. You got to look at it from a perspective, in order for you to do what it is that you want to do, you have to be here and you have to be healthy and present in order to do so. Eat good. Exercise. I'm not saying you got to exercise every single day. I'm not saying you have to eat salads for the rest of your life. Do the 80-20 rule. 80% of your food is healthy. 20% you can go ahead and have that hamburger, that pizza, and that Casamigos that y'all love so much. I'm telling you, it's going to make all the difference, especially starting young. Build that habit now. We didn't really have this movement when I was in college, and I feel like that affected me a lot. That's why it's so hard for me now as an adult to kind of get into that routine. If I was doing this in college, I feel like I would have been so much better off. And those of you who are in college and you have dorms where you have a full kitchen, baby girl, you ain't got no excuse, because you can cook whatever it is you want. Okay, I worked a job. If you need to work a job so you can eat good, go get you a little job and work the weekends. Okay, work a couple days during the week if you don't want to work the weekends. You got to do what it do. But I'm telling y'all, healthy mindset and healthy lifestyle is really what's going to be a big determining factor, a big like push on you to get shit done and do what it is that you want to. You got to be here and you got to be healthy in order to do everything that you desire. Lesson number 5, build a routine, and build a realistic routine. Okay, I love that the girlies on YouTube are making routine videos. I see a lot of people doing like the 5 a.m. routine video, 6 a.m. morning routines, this and the third. A routine is important, y'all. When I tell you, a routine will change your life, it will change your life. And I currently, at the age of 27, am still in a position of trying to build a healthy routine for myself. I had recently just came up with a daily planner. I came up with a language planner. I came up with 3 different planners, and it's going to be in my weekly vlogs. If y'all want to see specifics, you can go check that out. But I've been trying to pretty much get myself where it's like everything that I do is intentional, if that makes sense. So in the morning, I'm making sure that I do these things. I'm being intentional about how I look, how I feel, self-care, knowledge, just things of that nature. Building a routine is just going to help you in a ton, because you'll get used to getting shit done. It's going to help your productivity a ton. If you want to add new things into your routine or add new things into your schedule, it's easier to do it if you already have a routine in comparison to if you don't. I know for me, oftentimes, if I'm trying to add something to my morning or I'm trying to add something to my afternoon and I don't already have a routine in place, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to let that one task take over, and I'm not going to get shit else done because I'm hyper fixated on how to add this into my schedule, how to do this. If you already have a schedule, you're just gonna look at your schedule and be like, okay, well, I can maybe shorten this thing that I do and make it 30 minutes instead of 60, and I can shove this in there and cover the other 30 minutes of that. It just helps a ton. Your productivity, you'll notice, is gonna be so much better if you start doing a to-do list, what it is that you're gonna do during each day, and you'll get into a routine of just getting used to doing that, so that it gets to a point where it's like weird if you don't. It's gonna change your life. I'm telling you, you're gonna get so many things done. You're gonna be able to accomplish a ton of goals. Build a routine, baby girl. Build a routine. Lesson number 6, building friendships that align with your goals helps the shit ton. I'm not saying to get rid of your friendships that y'all don't have like really common goals. Say for instance, you trying to be a this and they trying to be a that, right? I'm not saying to get rid of those friends. I feel like as an adult now, we have friends for different things, and I feel like that's perfectly fine. I feel like society tells you that you're supposed to have generalized friends, you're supposed to da-da-da. I feel like do what you want. There are plenty of people I know who have friends where it's like, we just go out. That's our thing. We go to the club, we go here and there, third. I have people who have friends where it's like, y'all are my travel friends. I have that myself. I have my travel group, and I have some friends where it's like, baby, I do not want to travel with you. I love you to death, but I couldn't. I have friends where it's like, we both have common things when it comes to music. We love music, acting, things of that nature. I have friends who want to be entrepreneurs, and I have different groups of friends for different types of things, and I love it down. As an adult, being in my late 20s, it helps so much to keep those relationships and keep those relationships very strong. It's not really any pressure in terms of certain things, because when you are hanging out with a certain group that likes the same things that you're doing, there's not really the concern of like, oh, this person don't want to do this, or this person don't like this, or da-da-da-da. Like, you have that set group of people. You get what I'm saying? That set group of people where it's like, y'all rock with each other. Like, y'all vibe with each other. Y'all get each other. And there's nothing wrong with having generalized friends. I have generalized friends as well. But I'm saying, having those specific friends and those different specific friends group keep you motivated. Y'all motivate each other. Y'all give each other tips. Y'all give each other networking things. I know my friend Jay, he will send me jobs. He'll send me internships. He'll send me, business things that I can apply for, and things that I can do, because we are similar when it comes to knowing what it is that we want to do and our aspirations in life. I'm telling you, start curating those friend groups, okay? Because you probably already have some friends that you could put into those different groups. Watch how your friendships will get better. Lesson number 7, and I feel like a lot of people not gonna like this, so listen up, girlies. Come closer, come closer. It is okay with being alone, okay? Get comfortable with being alone. I don't know what the beef is with the newer generation and the concept of alone or singleness. I'm not saying that as humans it's wrong to crave connection. I feel like naturally we want relationships, we want friendships, we want that type of stuff. But being single will teach you lessons that being in a relationship your entire life will never teach you. I was in a relationship for 4 years. After that relationship ended, I decided, instead of me going and talking to the next person, I was going to take the time to just get myself together, be single, enjoy my own company, and kind of get my mind right? That 3 years changed my life. It changed my mentality, it changed my goals, it changed my expectations. When it comes to being single, you have time to do what you want. You have time to figure out your specific goals. You have more time to figure out exactly what it is that you want to do, how you're going to do it. And also, I feel like being in a relationship sometimes influences your decisions, compared to when you're single, you're only worried about yourself. So some of the decisions that you make in a relationship, you may consider the other person, and if you go to this certain place, or you move to this certain place, or you do the certain thing, how are things gonna go? Compared to when you're single, it's just you, baby. You can do what the fuck you want to do. You can go where you want to go. You ain't got to worry about nothing. I feel like another aspect of being alone or being single is that it definitely transformed the way that I look at dating. I did so much for myself, and even to this day I do so much for myself. And I think by me dating myself and me taking myself out and doing things and getting myself nice things, it made me realize, like, if I could do all this for myself, why would I accept less from somebody else? You get what I'm saying? Because the headache that I have does not exist right now. I don't have a headache. I don't have somebody down my throat. I don't have nobody bothering me. I'm able to do for myself. If I want to go out to brunch, I can take myself out to brunch. If I want flowers, I can get myself flowers. If I want to travel, I can take myself on a trip and I can go with my girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just raised my expectations, because I'm like, damn, I'm doing all this for myself, and some of these people out here don't want to do half of that for you. It's like, you could do all of that for yourself. You can treat yourself so good, and you worried about this other person and the low standards and expectations that they have. I'm telling you, being single, being alone is going to transform the way that you think. It's going to transform your goals, your productivity. You're going to just think on a broader level. And I'm telling you, it's going to raise your expectations when it comes to dating, hands down. You're going to be looking at it like, baby, I just went ahead and took myself to Roof Chris yesterday, got my nails done, hair done, this, done, the third. And you over here complaining because I want to go out on a little coffee shop date. Bye. Gone somewhere. Get comfortable being alone, because I'm telling y'all, single life, I'm having a ball. I'm having a ball right now. Lesson number 8, you guys, is never be afraid to try. I feel like this is a big thing that I'm still dealing with to this day, and I'm trying to like get over, is trying things. I feel like if it's not detrimental to you, it's not detrimental to anybody else, or it's harming you or anybody else, give it a try. One of the biggest things I wish I would have did is gone overseas earlier. I got my TEFL certification, which is teaching English as a foreign language. I've always wanted to go overseas. I have been a language enthusiast since high school when I took Japanese, and I've always wanted to like spread my wings and like go over there and experience living over there and things of that nature, and I never did it. And to this day, I look at myself, now being about to be 28, getting closer to my 30s, like, girl, why didn't you? Because like the past years that I've been in America, after I graduated, nothing has really looked up for me. Nothing has really been so significant to like keep me here, besides the fear of like the unknown is what it is. And I feel like we have to get over that, get over the fear of unknown, and just try. So I have to tell myself now, like, trying is better to try than to never try at all. You're gonna look back years from now and think to yourself, damn, like I never even tried. I never even gave it a try. I never even attempted to do this, and who knows what it could have did for me. And if it doesn't turn out good, all well. It is better to fail and say I tried it and it didn't work for me than for you to not try it all and regret it later. A lot of these things, especially when you talk about going overseas, baby, it's a year contract. If you don't like it, your ass can come right back to the United States and you ain't never got to go over there again to teach. And I had to start telling myself that. And that's what a lot of things, if you move to another city, if you get a different job, you change to a different career, baby, you can always go back to where you were before or go to another place. That's what life is about. I have friends who have lived in one city for a year, 2 years, gone to another city for a year, 2 years, had this type of job, and now they're doing this type of job, this type of career. Never be afraid to try. It's better for you to fail and have tried than to never have tried and you look back at 30, 40 years old like, damn, I never even attempted to do what it is that I want to do. This is the time. You're young. A lot of people are accepting people at this age. The older that you get, it's harder for you to get into certain things. This is the time for you to try, okay? If you want to go overseas and you want to try a little study abroad thing for a month or two, if your school's offering it, do it. I highly recommend that type of stuff, y'all. Try. Lesson number 9, self-sabotage is real, okay? And if you don't know what self-sabotage is, it's basically the act of talking yourself out of things through finding negative things in a situation. Self-sabotage, I do that every day to myself. Why do y'all think y'all ain't got no content on this channel? Okay, I talk myself out of videos every single day. I record a vlog and I'm like, I don't really like how today feels. I don't really like the energy. I don't like the lighting. And I'll be like, I'll do this tomorrow. Does it happen? It doesn't. And then tomorrow becomes the next day, and then tomorrow is a month later and I still ain't posted nothing. Self-sabotage is real, y'all. I do it in every aspect. I do it in relationships. I will talk myself out of talking to somebody. I will talk myself out of dates. I will talk myself out of business stuff. I'll talk myself out of videos. Like, when I tell you self-sabotage is something that is hard to recognize within yourself, it took a while for me to realize what I was doing and how to stop or combat it. You literally, it's a fight within itself. You have to tell yourself, absolutely fucking not. We're going to do this. We're going to try this. We're going to whatever. You have to speak to yourself and tell yourself, why are you feeling this way? And why are you trying to no this situation or this position? It truly is a fight with self. And it's the first step, like I said, is just recognizing that you're doing it in the first place. Because I feel like a lot of us don't. A lot of us will look at it and be like, oh, it's just anxiety. Girl, it might be anxiety, but self-sabotage is in there as well, okay? Stop talking yourself out of stuff. Stop doubting yourself and stop doubting your abilities. Try. Just try it. Tell yourself, F you, sis. Okay, we're gonna try to do this, okay? Lesson number 10, to get a little bit on the more professional and, auntie side, track your finances and save your coin. I wish I would have did this in my early 20s. Not saying that I really would have benefited much, because in my early 20s, I won't making no money like that, but tracking my finances for sure is something that I wish I would have did, and that's something that you can do in your early 20s. Pay attention to how much money you are spending, because I feel like low-key we live in a society of consumerism right now. There is no reason we have TikTok Shop, Amazon Prime, we have Fashion Nova texting me every other Thursday, not every other Thursday, texting me every damn day with something, with some type of trend, with some type of, like, Fashion Nova girl. Okay, I see you, I do see you, but damn, you have so many of these sites, so many of these places that are like consistently bombarding you to spend money, and we freely do it without truly taking into consideration how much money we are spending. I literally had a reality check and I started to track my finances, and this is something simple. If you have Excel or you have Google Sheets, you can easily do it. Create a sheet for each month. So this month is for January, February, March, April, May, etc. Create a sheet for each month and literally just put down all of what you spent. If you want to do one where it's like you estimate how much you're going to make, how much you're going to spend, you could do it that way, or you could do one where it's like you just track your expenses and that's it. I'm telling you, it's gonna help a ton. I didn't realize I was spending so much money on certain things, and it allowed for me to see, okay, girly, you need to track how much you're spending on this, or you need to cut back on this. It was bad, especially when you're talking about DoorDash and Uber. Yeah, that's gonna be majority of your money. I already know. You're gonna realize, oh shit, I'm spending $300 a month on that. That's not good. That's not good. Track your expenses, you guys, and if you have the means to right now, start saving. I mean, even if you're saving $20 a month, even if you're saving $30 a month, that's gonna add up, you guys, especially if you're in college. Like, I'm telling you, within 4 years, if you save $20 a month, you're going to save a decent amount of money, and then when you get out of school, you possibly can start to get on your own immediately. Like, just think smart in that aspect. The next one, you guys, is it's okay to be a homebody. That's something that I had to learn in my older years. I know people always say in your 20s, especially your early 20s, you must be outside. You got to be outside. You got to be in the streets. I don't feel like it's a necessity. I feel like that is something that is a social norm. Like, they're telling us, like, your 20s is the time that you go out and you do. I feel like your 20s is the time where you can do half and half. Focus on hustling. Focus on building your foundation, as well as going out when you want to. Not every single weekend you need to go out. Not every single day of the weekend you need to go out. One weekend you can go out to a party, and the next weekend you will focus on hustling, getting your auditions in, graduation, getting your certification, getting this, that, and the third. I think that balance will help you stay focused, and that balance is what's going to ensure that when you graduate or whatever it is that you plan on doing, you're going to be able to do it, and you're going to be able to do it well. I think if you spend all of your early 20s just focusing on partying, by the time you get to your older 20s, you can realize, oh shit, it's harder to do things. I'm older now. It's harder to get into things in comparison to being a new, fresh graduate where all the companies is looking for you. Okay, half and half. There's nothing wrong with that. Be in a house. If you want to do a little something with your girls in the house, a cute little Halloween party, decorate, make little cute snacks, and watch a Harry Potter marathon, yeah, that's better. I'm telling you, half and half is okay, y'all. Lesson number 12, let them go. Let them go. They're not serving you. If they're not helping you, if they're distracting you, if they're disturbing the peace, let them go. Don't care if it's friends. I don't care if it's family. Let them go. Okay, that's self-explanatory. I ain't gotta go no further. Let them go. Bye. 13, it is okay to say no. This is something I had to learn myself. I was definitely, I don't want to say I was a people pleaser, but for certain things, especially things that I was very capable of, I would never say no to it, even if it was something that was distracting, or even if it was something that I necessarily couldn't do at that particular time. It's okay to say no, y'all. Like, protect your peace. If you're not genuinely able to do it at that time, if you're not genuinely able to afford it at that time, it's nothing wrong with saying no. There will always be a next time. Do not stress yourself out about now. It has to be right now. Don't. It is okay to tell people no. It's okay to tell parents no. It's okay to tell family no. Respectfully, if you're not being disrespectful, they're not being disrespectful, it is okay to say no. And it's not necessarily you got to go up to somebody and be like, no. You could be like, you know, at this time, like, it doesn't work for me right now. I definitely can help out at a later time, but right now it just doesn't work for me. Like, I'm not able to do it. You know, it could be like that. But that's something I really had to tell myself, is like, I had to be like, listen, right now I'm just mentally not there. Right now I just can't handle it. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying no. You have got to learn to say no, because people will take advantage of you, baby. And it only gets worse as time goes on. The next one, I want everybody to listen up, okay? Because I feel like this is so bad, and it's getting worse with the younger generations. Take everything with a grain of salt. The way I be seeing people, especially on the internet, ready to crash out over something so simple. Over this. You about to crash out over this? Are you serious right now? I feel like people take things too seriously. People get offended so fast. People gonna talk shit. People gonna try to piss you off your whole entire life, okay? That's life. You're gonna come across people who are dickheads. You're gonna come across people who are going to try you and going to try to get you riled up, etc., etc. Take it with a grain of salt. Who cares what they say? Who cares about their opinion? Who cares? It's not that deep, and it's not that deep for you to ruin your possibilities, your future, and opportunities from crashing out and acting crazy. We live in a digital realm, okay? We live in the digital age. It is nothing for somebody to pick up a phone, record you, and now you're on the internet acting a fool, and now them opportunities that you thought you had are gone because now they see you all on the internet acting a fool and acting a certain way. Same thing when it comes to tweeting, texting, anything of that nature. Digital footprint is real, okay? Take things with a grain of salt. Don't take things seriously. Don't let nobody get you riled up. Don't let nobody piss you off to that extent that you ruin your chances. Like, it's not that deep. It really is not that deep. It's not that serious. And I really learned that as I got older. It is not worth it. It is not worth my future. It is not worth anything that I have planned or anything that I want to do. Like, it's really not worth it, y'all. Take it with a grain of salt. The next lesson, everything does not need to go on social media. I had to learn that as a social media influencer. I feel like social media, like I said, digital footprint exists. If any and everything that you put on social media can always be found. Any and everything that you put on social media, regardless of if you delete it or not, can be found. Even if you delete it, that doesn't mean that old girl and old boy did not take a screenshot of what it is that you posted. There's plenty of people to do that. Blogs do that shit all the time. Celebrities post something, they delete it. Guess what? They got it right on the blog site showing exactly what it is that you said. Everything doesn't need to belong up there, okay? For safety reasons, for your future, for digital, cyber, things. Don't put everything up there. It doesn't. Show what you want to show. You literally have the control to put what it is that you want to put on the internet. You have the power to put what it is you want to put up there. Don't let these people stress you out and put you in a position of putting what they want to see. Put what you want to see so that you can find a group of people who are interested in what it is that you want to post. I don't post all my business on the internet, and I do that on purpose, okay? There's plenty of people, I've seen plenty of YouTubers that post specific things, and that's it. You don't necessarily know a lot about their life. I'm telling you, everything don't need to go on the internet. It really doesn't. Show what you want to show. If you are specifically trying to do a specific thing, then that's what you should be showing on the internet. If you have a specific route you want to go into, that's what you should be showing on the internet. You don't have to talk about Day who just did this in a third and broke your heart and da-da-da-da-da. Like, that isn't necessary on the internet, okay? You don't have to share every single thing. 9 times out of 10, there's people who are in the internet praying for your downfall. Like, there's no point in giving them excess information to help pray on your downfall. Like, no, provide them what's necessary and keep everything else back in the back of your mind or in the back. Do not put anything on the internet that you have not accomplished yet. Don't tell nobody your plans. Don't tell nobody what it is that you're going to do. Tell them after the fact so they don't have the chance to prey on your downfall. Period. Next lesson, there is no limit to starting over. I feel like this is a big social norm where people tell you like you're supposed to go to school, get a career, and that's the career you're supposed to work for the rest of your life. That doesn't have to be the case. I just recently came across this TikTok where this lady had 3 jobs in her whole entire life, and she was like 50 or 60 years old. And I guess to me, it never clicked that I don't have to do one specific thing. Like I can do a business for 10 years, and if I want to go do this, then a third for the next 10 years, I can. And if 10 years after that, I want to do something else for 10 years, I can. I can have multiple careers in my lifetime. I don't have to solely be a business person or solely be a doctor or solely be something. And I feel like society often tells you that they often put this thing across that's like, oh, you need to do this and you need to specifically only do this. And I feel like low-key that's not the case. Like I don't have to only do one thing. You are able to start over. If you realize that this career is not suiting you and you want to try something else, do it. If you realize that this wherever you are or how you're doing things or whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's school or this and the third, you want to change your major, do it. Like literally, life is short, y'all. And life is one of them things where it's up to you to decide how you're going to live it. Don't let nobody sit up here and influence you and make you feel like you got to do certain things. You are able to start over whenever you want to. You are able to try stuff whenever you want to, okay? You can do 50 million things if you wanted to. You got 5, 6, 7 different jobs if you wanted to. Don't let nobody tell you you can't. And our last lesson, you guys, is going to be yourself, okay? This one is the most important one. I feel like we live in a very copycat society. I feel like everybody is trying to act like the next person. Everybody's trying to look like the next person. And I feel like it is so important to just embrace being you and embrace being you unapologetically. You can genuinely feel a genuine personality. Like I feel like through the camera, even you could tell if somebody's being real or you could tell if somebody is being fake or trying to put on a persona. It is so easy. And one of the people that I love to death, I just found her recently, is Nilla Allen. When I tell you, love her videos down because you can truly see that that's her personality. You can truly see that that's how she is. And I feel like that's what makes her videos so contagious and makes it so that, you know, you really want to see those videos. Just be you. I feel like being you and being authentic is something that's going to attract more people to you, and it's going to attract authentic people to you in comparison to you trying to be like anybody else. And that's with every single thing that you do in life. Like don't feel like you need to, when you go into corporate America or when you become this and the third, you got to act like this. Naturally, there are societal norms. Naturally, there are group norms, team norms, and things of that nature. So it's like naturally you're going to be in a position where you're influenced to do certain things. But again, be you. I'm telling you, it's going to help you so much more than trying to be like anybody else, okay? But that is all we have for today, you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you are somebody who's in your late 20s, please comment below and let your girl know any other things to help other girls out, the girls in their early 20s, you know, things that I didn't say that you recommend for the girls in your early 20s. Let me know what you've been struggling with. Let me know, you know, the things that you are trying to do for yourself. We could just have like a nice little combo down below. If you haven't already, make sure you go down there and subscribe because the vibes are good, okay? It's simply a vibe over here. Like, join the little family. Make sure you go down to the description, follow your girl on her social media. I hope y'all enjoyed this video again, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.